You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and talking.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson going for the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and short now following the fumble. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuck. After that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. He will have the conversion and more than that. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 37 yards. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2? He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton, 75 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They go play action with Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The kick by Lambeau is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second and 14. Looking to throw. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now Wilson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he gets this to Thornton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And some room to roam now. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down. Whitfield, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll set up to throw. Right side, Thornton with it. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays we're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is born. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Again, he'll drop to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
A four receiver said here on 3rd down, they're going to spread the field and make you play sideline to sideline, make you defend every blade of grass. Good spacing there offensively as they get the completion and the first down.
Paul want to give up the middle. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing is Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And Lambo will put this one through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right? I
think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Back to throw again. Out left and complete to Thornton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Okay, right. They'll drop to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. There, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead, and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall, and he is going to have a Jets 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
There on the tackle, Amani Oruwariye. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
I can't imagine this defense thought they'd see a play like this on 3rd and short. If you're going to beat a defense deep, you got to catch them when they're not expecting it. That was the perfect time to do it, and it paid off big.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to the ground with Hall. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Wilson. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
So a nice throw there, and CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience, but right now we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
So the completion good for just 3. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here we go. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second and 7.
Here's Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Jets, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they